Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. Today's read is going to be a follow-up on your urgent messages from your soulmate. Messages they're really eager to convey to you, as well as your higher self. Things that are prompting you to react in really wise, grounded, decisive ways to keep you calm, keep you happy. We all get that feeling sometimes, don't we, when we first wake up, of like emotional or logistical overload, where our brain is saying, you need to do this, when are you going to finish this? And it just compounds our stress level. So what we need to do is just dig deep and say, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, take deep breaths and slowly ease into the day. And then I find everything, there is always time to accommodate all our wishes and our little checklists, but we just need to slow down and ease into the day in a really beautiful way. And how I did that this morning was, it was funny, I was just making jewelry outside and I brought my cards out to do this read, and I was like, oh no, the wind is picking up. What am I going to use to hold the cards down? So I ended up using my apatite necklaces to hold all the cards down. I was like, it worked beautifully. So if you guys want to see them in my store, I just got this beautiful full collar of these in, and some of them are really translucent and they have bright blue shards of light. When you hold them up to the sun, they're incredible. Some are really bright turquoise, some are like amazing deep greens. They're gorgeous, and I paired them with just really twinkly Swarovski crystals and gold. I thought the gold made them look really warm, but they look tremendous. And apatite is a really amazing stone, and I love working with it. It's really like garnets have been my main thing, but apatite is really great because it's a stone of manifestation. It shows you how you can turn your ideas into reality, get the results you desire. It really helps increasing motivation and to achieve and succeed in your goals. So if you're trying to study, if you're trying to complete papers, if you're trying to accrue sales, business, whatever, it's like really focus in on that. It really helps. It helped me motivate this morning. I put mine on and I was like, okay, up and out. Let's go outside. Let's get everything done and make some more jewelry and be outside. It also helps enhance self-expression and communication, as well as confidence and optimism. And we all need a little bit of that, right? Yeah, it is a fantastic stone, and it's so remarkable. So you guys, we're going to see what's going on and see what your three choices are. It's so nice outside. It's like in the 60s and it's breezy and sunny. I love doing outside reads, and it is my hope to be able to do your dailies outside. Just that big of fresh air and hearing the birds. I hope they come out and chirp. So choice number 1 is Beauty's Truth, beauty, physical pleasure, and sensuality. Number 2 is Glimpse, Indigo, Rainbow, Crystal, Children, and Beyond. And number 3 is Her Special Place. Find your own safe space inside and out. So I'm going to let you have a look at those. I'm going to have a sip of my vitamin water. Guys, it was so nice to wake up with Citrine in the house. I was so happy because he went MIA for a day and a half, and he normally never does that. And it was creating like such anxiety in me because I kept thinking, he's so cute. Somebody stole him. Some of their family adopted him. And I was like wigging out. I'm like, oh, my baby, my citrine snatcher. Okay, so we're going to start with Beauty's Truth. So right away, your soulmate, as well as your higher self, wants to know that everybody has a very individual beauty to them. They have their own magic, their own light, whatever it is, any shape, size, talent, it does not matter. Everybody has something innately beautiful, and it comes from inside. It's the energy we resonate. Yeah, everybody has, those outwardly things that some people notice, like really long shining hair, beautiful teeth, hands, all of those things. And I feel, it's funnily enough, I feel your soulmate talking about your shoulders. And you should wear those sweaters that go off the shoulders because you have such beautiful shoulders. That is the divine male talking to the divine female or feminine, and just saying, your upper body and your shoulders and your back is very beautiful, and they see that. And it's a very sensuous area of your body too. So let's see what's going on. And also to never be afraid to change or be uniquely you. That, if you want to have the brightest blue hair and you want to wear really funky makeup and clothes and dress like Helena Bonham Carter and all her fabulousness, uniqueness is really prized in the world at this time, where there were so many cookie cutter type of images for like decades. I feel like, one specific body type or haircut or whatever. Remember that like 80s bob and the big shoulder blades and everything? You just saw thousands of those, where now it really is everybody's resplendent in their own gorgeous uniqueness. So we also have Bastet right now, and the message coming through with that is very unique, because I keep hearing, look at the balance between giving and receiving in your life right now. How much caretaking have you been doing? And have you forgotten to exercise some tender, loving care towards yourself as much? You may be feeding your family, making sure everybody's taken care of, but are you eating well? Are you having moments where you can beautify your space and relax? Because when our own reserves are depleted, we can wind up becoming resentful of the people we want to help most, right? Like if you're doing and doing and doing, and you're out at the grocery store and they're sending you lists, oh, by the way, could you get that? Some resentment can build up because you feel like, oh, I must be the gift that just keeps on giving, or what is this bank of withdrawals, and I'm always doing the deposit type of thing, right? So remember to create firm boundaries so you can have time for self-care. That is never selfish. Write a little shopping list of all your favorite foods, find recipes to cook with them. If you want to do some cooler, unique facials, do that. Create some beautiful, healthful routines when it comes to diet and exercise. Get in that beautiful flow state from the place where you can really manifest the magic in each moment, because they feel you always trying and caring and reaching out to help others, and they really want to make sure that you're looking out for yourself, as does your highest self. Now, you also have the beautiful bee. I'm just going to put this on here just in case. They're saying, bless you for all your industriousness and all your creativity and all your good ideas and this flow state that you're really in. It's like something in your world is ready for a real close forensic eye right now. Maybe slow down for a quiet moment and discover what it is. Because when you're busy like the bee, always going from flower to flower, project to project, something might be getting left behind. Like, how's your meditation practice? Maybe even building a few minutes in your day to see how it really feels in your body to help ground and center you. I need to do this. As a Sagittarius immutable fire, I'm always like, oh man, I need to go make this. I'll get an idea. I want to just constantly be creating things, and then what happens is I leave all the haphazard stuff from the project before everywhere, and everything starts to get compiled and be crazy and have residue everywhere. I'm just going to put that there because a big breeze is coming through. So it's like, just kind of start with a clean slate and a big, deep, fresh breath, right? So you can be centered and be calm, and maybe write about something you would love to nerd out on, and like why it fascinates you and why you might want to. Like right now I'm really into planets and how they're structured and their atmospheres and all of that, and it's just fun, and it's also a beautiful kind of escapist quality where we're only centered on that and we're present and aware, so our worries kind of just dissipate and fade away. And they want you to know, they are on their way. They are definitely thinking of you, and this life is like a fulcrum on a scale of balance. Your past and future lives definitely determine the need for gathering strength in this life. There's a reason for this pain. As you really gather knowledge from the infinite sea of like consciousness and life experience, you begin to evolve, and that's happening right now. You fill that kind of vessel of your spirit with knowledge so that one day it can be emptied and you can be able to gather wisdom. And that's kind of the state that you're in. So when we slow down and we invest time in that, we're able to do that, because they're trying to connect with you more and more, and they want you to feel that energetic kind of like magnetism, so you can read the synchronicities and the signs. And they want you to know, they love and adore you, and they're on your way, and your highest self is proud of how you're valuing yourself and expressing your worth more, and to continue to do that, because then you'll value your time and what you put in your body and all of those wonderful things that we need to do, right? So beautiful energy, group one. If that's you, welcome to my channel. If you need a private read or anything else, all my links are down below. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and there's a little notification bell there too that lets you know when all the new videos come in. I post daily, usually first thing in the morning, and my Etsy store with all my creations. And I made these very inexpensively. I'm doing them for I decided to just do a really low price point at $18, because I want everybody to have something fun that's really economical. And I just love the properties in the stone. They really do. They like wake you up. They help you focus. Any of the blue stones are really great for communication, focus, and all of that as well. So that's you. And again, remember, in your busy bee time, just slow down and take your time and love what you're doing, and don't rush on to the next thing, especially fire signs. We tend to do that. We get excited and we're like, oh, what's next? When we need to just kind of like slow our roll and really enjoy what's taking place right now. So beautiful. And number 2 is glimpse, indigo, rainbow, crystal, children, and beyond. They already feel your presence. Of a lot of you guys that chose this, you are indigo and crystal children. You're very unique in that you're empathetic, you have strong intuition, you really care about the state of the world, how people, and there's a sensitivity to you too. Like if you're in large groups and there's aggression or anything, you really feel that. It's a lot. And I understand that. And for you guys, a really great stone is any of the dark stones, tourmaline, obsidian, and onyx. It definitely deflects all that negative energy. In crowds, I have to do this as well because I don't like pushy, loud aggressiveness, nor do I like to feel too much going on all at once, right? It feels combative and crazy. So they're saying, they feel that. They feel your beautiful, unique sensitivities. And I love people that are sensitive so much because I understand that. It's like you almost want to withdraw from the world and from people at times because it seems an awful lot. It seems very chaotic at times, right? And they're saying, you're going to come into this kind of beautiful full spectrum power where you know how to protect yourself and create boundaries and ignore what doesn't matter and really focus on the good out there. So I love this 2 karma of Kahula. I feel like you're going to see a kind of change in the winds of better and more graceful occurrences in your life. Like you're starting to get all of those little seeds that you planted. The rewards are coming up, the understanding, the wisdom, the calm, and feeling the inner balance because you're looking for it, right? It's very true about, it's very Rumi. What we are seeking is also seeking us. So as we're looking for that peace of mind, that calm, it's really arriving. So build a few minutes into your day and see how you really feel. There's like a helicopter, something going over. Like, how do you feel when you first wake up? Do you have back or neck pain? Is there anything that needs to be evaluated? Do you watch or participate in anything stressful right before you go to bed that kind of gives you crazy dreams? Have a little low megahertz music or something that's very relaxing. I love watching like beach scenes on YouTube, things that are really relaxing, lower your blood pressure, all of that. It's going to be very helpful to you. And they also feel that you have this beautiful hawk energy that's surrounding you. You're going to be able to hone in on what's important when it comes to your dreams, your aspirations, what you want fulfilled, your health goals, your mental health goals, your spirituality, all of that. They're really proud of you because they can see this great blueprint that you're building. You want these things, and because of that, you are honest to goodness giving them your focus and intention and allowing for that energy to flow to you. You're allowing for you to participate in these holy, not like haphazard where you're like, oh, here, I'm just going to do like one little stretch and say some mantra and then keep it moving and then get into, start power guzzling Gatorade and gummy bears and junk food and all that. It's like real focus, real determination to see things through. The hawk sees from a very high perspective. He sees the turns and twists where things can go awry. He does forward planning, like when you go to the grocery store, you're buying good, easy access, fresh foods and vegetables, things like that. You are alleviating what could be stressors later in the day by tackling your most difficult tasks when you first wake up. Marissa Peers is a huge advocator of this, saying, when you first wake up, what's the most challenging thing you're going to have to do during the day? Why don't you do that first? That most difficult email, if you have to write a CV, if you have to connect with somebody who's difficult. And when things get back to normal, if you have to go to the DMV, once you take care of that, you really feel like everything else is a cakewalk and can be done with such great ease. So that's really important. Let's see what else. I'm going to pull one of these. I like these. Look at this picture. Wouldn't you just love to sit in a field with this big, huge head in deer? Be like, yay! So this is about your aspirations, because I feel like a lot of you guys are really quantifying what it is, where you want to go in life right now, and they want you to know as well as your higher self. Aspiration really stimulates power. It is your aim spiritually and physically in the world and involves the totality of your being. Without the balance between the physical and the spiritual, aspiration is really a hollow accomplishment, right? It's like a spirit lodge that can hold space for your ceremonies and rituals. The spirit lodge first must have a strong foundation of capability, trust in those around you, and responsibility. Because aspiration is what builds a spirit lodge of power. It is the quiet architect of your accomplishments, and it sits at the feet of power, just as a deer stands before the remnants of this ancient and powerful civilization. Keep your heart open, kind, and loving so the energy of the universe can move freely through you. It's difficult to aspire without judgment, but judgment limits you. It puts a fence around your consciousness. It gives much consideration to all your choices in life and a free flow to your process of aspirations, right? It's like we can have aspirations, but if we don't have a directive or a follow through or components that help us to get the resources to do that, it's kind of fruitless, right? It's almost like daydreaming. So start writing things down, make them tangible, because they, as well as your higher self, see you being very successful. And as you are, your vibration and frequency is going to rise, bringing and honing in the energy of your soulmate, being able to recognize the synchronicities that, those rungs of the ladder that bring you together. Really, when we are hopeful, happy, and guided, and we're interested in life, and we do have things to aspire to, we feel better, right? You ever just wake up and you don't have any particular plans for that day, and it just kind of like sprawls out before you, and you're like, all the possibilities are there, but it's sometimes a little bit overwhelming of going, how am I going to fill my day, with both joy and light, but some productivity, right? And you're going to be excellent at that for sure. I love that. I swear, once I whipped on my appetite necklace this morning, I was like, let's do this. I convinced myself through great inner dialogue, listen, you can do anything you want, but firstly, you need to go outside and ground and connect and feel that energy, and then you'll be able to do whatever you need to do. So that's what I did. And follow your intuition, because it's really going to guide you and lead you to all the terrific synchronicities that are bringing you and your soulmate together, bringing you to your higher self, bringing you to your aspirations and dreams, and keeping you really mellow and balanced at the same time, group 2. So beautiful energy. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, you guys, and hit the notification bell too. I'll let you know when all the new videos come up, and all my links are down below if you need a private read. If you want to join my Patreon, my Etsy store, and you guys should come see me over on Instagram. I'm going to be having giveaways this week too, probably with some apatite pieces and obsidian pieces and maybe some reads. I love doing giveaways a few times a month. It's really fun. And the part, that everybody over there sends and does the most unique and great memes and aspirational posts. It's really wonderful. It's like, a second kind of soul tribe over there. You guys are amazing. And thanks for cracking me up every day. I swear I love Instagram memes so much. So that's you guys. Beautiful. Yeah, you're going to reach your aspirations, and you deserve it because you're really checked in. So gorgeous. Now on to number 3, her special place. Find your own safe space inside and out. Firstly, let's talk about your environment, because this is a definite strong message coming through to your soulmate. They do try to connect with you in a lot of different ways, and they feel like outside is one of the most beautiful and important places to do that. Not only the natural grounding Gaian kind of energy, but oftentimes it's done through birds and natural animals and dragonflies and bees and all of those things, and synchronistic numbers and symbolism and things like that. It's just, I always feel that outside, that kind of energy is much more soulful and travels a lot faster. So, have a beautiful sacred space, maybe in your yard where it's just under your favorite tree by a lake or a river, wherever, just find that. And even in your own home, it's like create a beautiful aesthetic where you are. So it's not cluttered. You don't feel distracted by things. I think I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me. I was just watching some bees on a flower over there. So I definitely feel like you're going to connect in newer and definitely deeper and rich ways where it feels more powerful. Definitely on the Dreamscape, they want you to know that they want to come to you in dreams. And you have the beautiful Raven card, which I really love because, this talks about watch. You really do have a lot of messages coming. And they want you to just roll the dice and throw back your hair and just burst out beyond any self-imposed limitations that you've had. This is about flying and leaving too many comfort zones. Notice where maybe you've built walls or borders in your life, and some of the curiosity and courage to just spill over them right now. Who told you you're too much, or who told you should be doing this, or is somebody taking up all the space that you need to operate in? You really take a chance on yourself right now and cultivate this beautiful optimism and have faith of you walking your unique path right now, because it's leading you somewhere really glorious and wonderful, and you're meant to go there. So remove path, okay? Roam and frolic. Remember, the wilderness of our hearts can't really be tamed or broken. If we want something, the sky is the limit. There really are no limitations, and it's usually imposed on us or tried to be imposed on us from parents or people when we're younger. That's too much, that's too big, that's too fast, all of that. No, this isn't life 101. You're going to move forward with real sure-footed competence, because wisdom comes from, wanting and knowing that worldly ambition is just a piece of the prize. It comes with our spiritual growth and everything else, and you're going to be able to really operate beautifully and profoundly within that space. You're going to the rodeo. If you want to go, you can go. And they also want you to know this, and this is so important to me and to express this, because individuality is saying, when the shield carrier reaches the top of the mountain, she never seeks approval, because approval is based on doubt, right? Your strength and wisdom are celebrated in your unique ability to view the experience of life with a new vision, right? When we seek approval or somebody's validation, it's saying, is that right? I don't know. When you should be saying, I know where I'm going. I know what I'm doing. I don't care if it turns out perfectly. It may turn out unique, but I need to do this right now. Because to be in power, you need to own your power and exist within your own individuality. And that's what you're going to be able to do really beautifully. And you're going to see yourself through your own eyes and not through the eyes of another, which is important, because that's where you get this sure-footed confidence. I can do this. I don't need somebody else to tell me I'm doing good or not doing good. And here comes a little gusty. So right now, too, it's like being called to the deep end of your own ocean, towards the medicine of retreat, a little bit of silence and stillness, where you could allow rather than push forward with effort, right? What needs to be felt rather than figured out? Because we're constantly busy producing and doing, but sometimes we need to just sit back and reflect. That's why I love to just grab a lawn chair, go to the beach, sit out in my yard. Oh, a gorgeous blue jay just landed like really close to me. I love them. They're so loud. So kind of to float and to dream and not to be pushing, right? To just allow and flow right now. It's like one of those things. And then the excitement and enchantment of life returns after we do that, because we're not blindfolded to all the opportunities out there, because we've had a time to mull over where we want to go. And your soul wants you to know that they're going to be sending very unique and precise kind of synchronistic signs that you're going to be able to read. And when you're in a calm phase and state, it's going to be much more easy to see and recognize that, right? Have you ever just been so busy doing something, you missed some great thing that just happened? Like right now, I'll pause and I'll look up, and that's when I just saw the blue jay. We'll see all these little missing beautiful components in life. So slowing down, we don't need to get over and move on constantly. I feel like you're ready to see kind of like the dazzling whole, like the future that's coming with all the things that you're allowing. You're not you're not settling for less anymore. You're going to build these strong boundaries that say, listen, I accumulate all this extra to-do list, but it's really other people's things. I'm sorry, I don't need to go do A, B, and C for you. I don't need to allow this. I don't need to listen to so-and-so moan and groan about every problem they've ever had since they've been born, so on and so forth. The blue jay is trying to get closer and closer to me. It's so funny. He was at the tree, then he hopped over the middle of the yard. Now he's on my back deck, and now he's just like a couple feet away. And I feed them cat food. Because the cats, I threw it out there and they like the cat food. It's hilarious, and they're looking for snackies. I love them. So anyway, you guys, there's not going to be big gaps anymore. You're going to feel like your needs matter, so you're not going to put yourself second, and that's very important right now. And your higher self is saying you do need to cherish and love and look out for yourself, and all the little fun things. Take those moments for yourself. Sit in the sun. Just daydream, dawdle, walk. I love the South in America for that. When I lived in Virginia, I was like, wow, these people really know how to relax and take it easy. The English do too, because I've always lived in New England, and that kind of New York and Connecticut mentality is go, push. Everything seems a little bit tighter and restrictive and rushed. Oh my God, there's a black cat there too. I got everything going on in my yard right now. This is so cool. You guys, if he gets closer, I'm going to turn the camera on, because I'd really love for you to see him. Okay, I'm going to show you him. See him? There he goes. Yippee-hoo-hoo. He's like a panther. Hello, Z's. I hope he doesn't go eat that blue jay. How bad would I feel about that? I'm calling the blue jay to me, and the cat's like, thanks, stomps. So anyway, you guys, blossom brightly and beautiful in your own individuality, because you're going to shine and do tremendous like you've never even thought possible before. So beautiful energy, group 3. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to press like and subscribe, and all my links are down below if you need a private read. If you want to go to my Etsy store, come see me on Instagram and win some free jewels and reads and goodies, because I'm I feel so privileged and happy and lucky to do what I do, that I feel great giving back. And everybody is just, a ball of light and magic over there as well. And thank you guys for all your beautiful comments and continually watching. And, it's so meaningful to me, your progress, and the fact that, anybody who watches these type of videos is really looking for something. They're looking to advance, they're looking to ascend, they're looking to grow and to know. And it's amazing. Be proud of yourself just for that. I mean, you could be just watching cartoons all day, eating Fritos, and not knowing what end is up, right? So you're already ahead of the whole quarter of the population here. So love and light to you guys. I'm going to go upload.